I think we have Marseille, but you can cross the whole Europe by these rivers. But you need a kind of driver license for boat, a riverboat license. You need to have a riverboat license to navigate the European rivers in a big sailboat. You cannot just sail in there without any papers. But probably not on a sub-pedal boat or rubber boat, a dinghy. That depends how big it is, I think. But you could buy a big rubber boat, then have a station wagon car and engine. You can have a big rubber boat like 3.7 meters, then you can sleep inside the rubber boat. I was thinking to do something like that. Or you could have a tiny tent and use the cover of the dome tent, small dome tent for 2 persons. You can put the upper part of the dome tent on top of the rubber boat. Somehow you can get it on with small ropes just to cover for the rain a bit. Then you sleep below it. Yes, so that's my sail. And I have a flight 1:45 from Ottawa to Iqaluit in FLIGHTRADAR up north I have to follow. So I think I will need to charge my camcorder, and so I'm ready. Yes, must sail down there. But if you get out this map and get in, then this airport icons will loading, like then you get back to 3D. Now the icons is loading. Then you Marseille province airports. Probably the one there. And to close this window, you just click on the screen. I did not know that. Just click somewhere on the screen. Same like aircraft, you just click. Nimes, Montpellier, Avignon, so we are 20,000 feet. That's 6 kilometers. I think you can breathing there, but not normal. The air will be very thin, but you can survive in 6 kilometers. But that depends if you are old person. If you're old person have problem or smoker, if you have smoked 30 years like I did. But I think you can breathe like kind of normal up to like 5 kilometers. But I think you have to stay below 20,000 feet if you are in a glider or hang glider or paraglider with engine. You have to stay below 20,000 feet if you don't have any air. So actually I should buy a small air cylinder, air container, because you can use it if you have fire. If there's fire in the building and a lot of smoke, you can have it next to your bed and get out of the building. If you wake up and there's fire and a lot of smoke and you have to get out of the apartments, you can use just a small bottle of air. You can breathe like 10 or 20 minutes. So I have to get a bottle of air like that. And you can have it in a car if your car falls in the water by accident. If you drive your car into a river or a harbor, you could have air like 10 or 20 minutes. So I have to look to get a bottle of air to like 10 minutes. No, that's like a gas container, but with air inside and something you can put in your mouth and breathing. You could have next to your bed or inside your car. I don't think you should not start diving, but you could maybe put your just diving like a few meters. I think that's what you need to know, the diving rules, because you can pass out, you can die. You cannot just start diving, you don't know how to dive. But if you're diving only a few meters, 2-3 meters down, I don't think much will happen. If you don't have a diver license, yes, you can get this PADI diver license. I should get that too. So you know how to dive, the basic of diving. Diving with air, like you're down to like 10 meters, and not how to get in trouble and die. So that could be nice if you're traveling by a big SUV or station wagon. You have a bottle with air for diving and something you can put air inside, a compressor, some kind of air compressors. Yes, 30,004 kilometers, and that's only 1 degree. So if you walk up in the mountains, actually you need to have a jacket and gloves and hats. Yes, if there's bad weather, raining or wind is blowing and you are like 3-4 kilometers up in the mountains, could be like close to zero. Even it's summer, if you go up the mountain in the summer day, like in Austria or Switzerland or in France, up to like 3 or 4,000 meters, and the weather get very bad, rain and wind, you can get in trouble. If you don't have enough, you need a wind jacket a windbreaker jacket and long pants and maybe an emergency shelter. If you should stay there whole night, if you have an accident, you not get down, you have to stay there the whole night. You have to think about that, and then you need to have a little bit spare food and water. So you have to think about a lot if you're traveling alone, how to survive. That's maybe not the airport there, or it will fly out there and fly back. I think that's the main airport there. But I think they fly around, like somewhere fly around there and turn around there, then fly back. And when we get down to below 7,000 feet, the ground takes us, but this ground takes us is not very good. You cannot really see anything. This is Marseille city, but you cannot see anything really. You need to get below 7,000 feet. But you can read about the Marseille. I have it open in my Wikipedia. I have to press F11. I have my Wikipedia. Marseille. Read.
Marseille. Marseille Occitan. Prefecture and Commune Marseille Panorama.jpg. Marseille 20131000517.jpg. Calanque N.jpg. Marseille, Vieux-Port 4.jpg. France, Marseille, 298810138114.jpg. Catha copyright symbol Drail Sainte Marie Marja. 4.jpg. From top to bottom, left to right. View of the Frioul archipelago from the city, narrow streets near Fort Saint-Jean, Saumur in Calanques National Park, Old Port and Notre Dame de la Garde, Palais Longchamp, Marseille Cathedral Flag of Marseille. Flag coat of arms of Marseille. Coat of arms motto, Es actibus immensis urbs fulget Marsiliensis. The city of Marseille shines from its great achievements. Location of Marseille coordinates. 43°1747 and 5°2212 Marseille, /Mars/Marseille, French, Marche, listen, locally, MSJ, listen, also spelled in English as Marseilles, Occitan, Marcel Marseille, Sige, is the prefecture of the French department of Bouches-du-Rhône and capital of the Provence-Alpes-Côte d'Azur region. Situated in the historical province of Provence, it is located on the coast of the Gulf of Lion, part of the Mediterranean Sea, near the mouth of the Rhône River. Its inhabitants are called Marseillais. Marseille is the second most populous city in France, with 870,731 inhabitants in 2019. January census, 6, over a municipal territory of 241 square kilometers, 93 square mi. Together with its suburbs and ecourbains, the Marseille metropolitan area, which extends over 3,972 square kilometers, 1,534 square mi, had a population of 1,873,270 at the January 2019 census. 5. The third most populated in France after those of Paris and Lyon. The cities of Marseille, Aix-en-Provence, and 90 suburban municipalities have formed since 2016 the Aix-Marseille-Provence Metropolis, an indirectly elected metropolitan authority now in charge of wider metropolitan issues, with a population of 1,898,561 at the January 2019 census. 7. Founded around 600 BC by Greek settlers from Phocaea, Marseille is the oldest city in France, as well as one of Europe's oldest continuously inhabited settlements. 8. 9. It was known to the ancient Greeks as Massalia. Greek, Romanized, Massalia, and to Romans as Massilia. 8. 10. Marseille has been a trading port since ancient times. In particular, it experienced a considerable commercial boom during the colonial period and especially during the 19th century, becoming a prosperous industrial and trading city. Nowadays the old port still lies at the heart of the city, where the manufacturing of soap, its famous Savon de Marseille, began some 6 centuries ago. Overlooking the port is the Basilica of Notre-Dame de la Garde, or Born Mere for the People of Marseille, a Romano-Byzantine church and the symbol of the city. Inherited from this past, the Grand Port Maritime de Marseille, GPMM, and the maritime economy are major poles of regional and national activity, and Marseille remains the first French port, the second Mediterranean port and the fifth European port. 11. Since its origins, Marseille's openness to the Mediterranean Sea has made it a cosmopolitan city marked by cultural and economic exchanges with Southern Europe, the Middle East, North Africa and Asia. In Europe, the city has the third largest Jewish community after London and Paris. 12. In the 1990s, the Euro-Mediterranean project for economic development and urban renewal was launched. New infrastructures and renovations were carried out in the 2000s and 2010s, the tramway, the renovation of the Hotel Dieu into a luxury hotel, the expansion of the Velodrome Stadium, the CMACGM Tower, as well as of the quayside museums such as the Museum of Civilizations of Europe and the Mediterranean, MUCEM. As a result, Marseille now has the most museums in France after Paris. The city was named European Capital of Culture in 2013 and European Capital of Sport in 2017. Additionally, Marseille hosted matches at the 1998 World Cup and Euro 2016. It is also home to several higher education institutions in the region, including the University of Aix-Marseille. Contents: Geography, Climate, History, Economy, Port, Companies, Services and High Technologies, Tourism and Attractions, Employment, Administration. Mayors of Marseille since the beginning of the 20th century. Demographics, Immigration, Religion, Culture, Multicultural influences, Tarot de Marseille, Opera, Popular events and festivals, Hip-hop music, Food, Films set in Marseille, Main sites: Central Marseille, Museums, Outside Central Marseille, Education. Marseille is located in France. Marseille, Marseille is located in Provence-Alpes Terre d'Asie. Marseille coordinates 43°1747 and 5°2212 et contre frontière en Provence-Alpes Côte d'Asie département Buches du Rhône arrondissement Marseille canton 12 cantons